Hello, this is James from the PlayStation.Blog, and I'm here with Richard from Big Studios to talk about Little Deviants on the NGP. And like many of our readers, Richard, I saw the announcement of the NGP, and we saw the level where you're sort of poking through the ground and moving the Little Deviants around the level, and kind of assumed that was the game. But seeing today, there's a lot more to it and a lot more levels. So what other features have you managed to get in?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more to Little Deviants. What you've seen is essentially just a small part of what is a product about lots of different experiences with the hardware. So it is a collection of games. Each game focuses on some of these new aspects of the hardware that Sony are introducing. So you've got your front touch, your rear touch. We're looking at the combination of the two, your cameras, the motion sensor, and the microphone. So we have a massive collection of games. I think there's going to be about 30 odd games in the overall product. Each game is like a level, and each focuses in on those different aspects in different combinations of the hardware.
Would you avoid the term mini game for these? Is it something much sort of a grander scheme of things there? Have you got like a narrative running through? And
for the most part, I'd probably, even though I probably said it, I can't quite remember whether I said it now. I would avoid the word mini. Game, definitely, but not so much mini. Not mini game in a traditional sense. Some of these levels are, 10 minutes to play through, and as I say, there's going to be 30 odd of them, and that's 10 minutes to play through when you've mastered it. So each one is that new experience. You're going to play through this big game structure, winning points, unlocking ranks, which then in turn allow you to unlock new mini games and play in even more different ways as you progress through the entire Little Deviants experience.
I mean, can you take us through some of the other games are in there? I'm sure we'll probably splice in some footage over the top of your voice when we edit this.
Sure. So the games that you'll see are House of Wax, which involves tapping on the front and the rear of the console. We've got an augmented reality game called Box Blast, so essentially first-person shooter, moving the camera around, blasting robots, protecting the deviants. We've got a game called Depth Charge, which uses the motion sensor. The motion sensor is really, really good, one of the best motion sensor devices that I've tried. And we have Whole Roll Control, which is a game version of what you've seen previously in the tech demo. So using that finger to raise the landscape, which moves the little deviant around, collect stars, move to the next level.
This structure, is this very much aimed at creating what you think is a great portable experience? And I suppose to embellish on that, what do you think makes a great portable experience?
Well, I think that the key thing is really to introduce users to these different features of the hardware that are on this portable device. So yes, I mean, by all means, you can take it on the bus, on the train. You might want to filter out the games that use microphone. You don't necessarily want to be singing on the bus. But, equally play it at home. Calibrate the motion sensor so that you can play it whilst lying on your bed, if you like.
For you, I suppose, as a game developer and I assume a fan of games in general, which for you think is the sort of game changer, if you like, the standout feature of NGP?
I think you've got one thing we focused on is definitely introducing ways of playing with the rear touch. So obviously as a new thing to a portable console, that's something we've kind of drilled down, looked at ways of bringing new game experiences into play using the rear touch. So an obvious example is Whole Roll Control, moving the landscape. That's a brand new thing. So we have some other things that I can't talk about yet, but new ways of using both the front and rear touch together. I'm trying not to do the hand motions to give away too many hints, but that will come in time. Definitely the rear touch is, it provides some interesting game design possibilities.